Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Join me as I explore the captivating tales of knowledge and virtue. Once upon a time, there lived a wise and noble king named Sudarshana. He was a ruler beloved by his people, but in his palace, he was troubled by a deep concern that weighed on his heart. This concern wasn't about his kingdom, nor his wealth, it was about his 4 sons. These young princes had many passions. They loved to play, sing, and explore the gardens, but there was one thing they had no interest in: learning. The king knew that for them to become future rulers, they needed more than just fun and games. They needed wisdom, knowledge, and the guidance that only comes through education. Although they were clever boys, the fact that they didn't care for their studies pained the king. He spent many sleepless nights and sought counsel from the most learned scholars in the land. One day, a wise scholar advised the king, saying, "A person must be cautious of 4 things: wealth, power, youth, and foolishness. Any one of these can lead a person astray, but combined, they bring certain ruin. This is why education is vital. It sharpens the mind and protects one from misfortune. Knowledge is like light to the eyes. Without it, life is nothing but darkness." Hearing these words, the king's worry grew even more intense. He realized that the future of his kingdom depended on his sons, but they showed no interest in their studies. One day, while looking out of the window of his palace, the king watched his sons laughing and playing in the garden below. A tear rolled down his cheek. "What good is it," he thought, "to have many children if they bring no honor to their family? They say that a single gem is worth more than 100 shiny stones. Just like that, one wise and virtuous child is better than 100 fools." He realized that no one is born wise. Even the greatest scholars once knew nothing, but through effort and learning, they became revered. The king resolved to stop grieving and instead take action. "The fault is mine," he thought. "I should have ensured they had the best education from the start. It is a parent's duty to guide their children towards wisdom." Determined, the next morning, the king held court once again. This time, he looked hopeful and energized, surprising his ministers and scholars who had noticed his recent despair. After greeting everyone, the king said, "My sons, the future kings, care only for games and fun. They do not heed their studies, but it is essential they learn the moral and ethical sciences to become wise rulers. Is there anyone among you who can teach them these lessons and guide them to greatness?" The court fell silent. No one dared to volunteer for such a great task. No one except one scholar, Vishnusharma. He rose and said, "O king, I will teach your sons the lessons they need. The task may seem difficult, but it is not impossible. Like teaching a parrot to speak, your sons only need the right guidance. Just as one does not find glass in a mine of diamonds, no one in your royal lineage could ever be unworthy." Hearing these words, the king's heart filled with joy. He stepped down from his throne and approached Vishnusharma. Taking his hands, the king said, "If my sons learn from a wise teacher like you, there is no doubt they will become exceptional men. Just as flowers impart their fragrance to the thread that binds them, so too will my sons grow wise under your care." Vishnusharma smiled and said, "Give me 6 months with your sons, and I promise you they will walk the path of wisdom. They will not only learn the sciences, but also the virtues that make them great kings." With full faith, the king entrusted his sons to Vishnusharma. And so the wise teacher took the princes with him, treating them as his own. He played with them, sang songs, and soon they became fond of him. One day, after a long day of play, Vishnusharma gathered the princes and said, "We have had much fun today. Now let me tell you some stories that will teach you the truths of life: friendship and betrayal, peace and war, wisdom and folly. These are the stories that will help you become great kings. Would you like to hear them?" The princes, now captivated by their teacher, eagerly said, "Yes, we would." And thus began the stories of wisdom, lessons that would shape their futures and the future of the kingdom. Dear Princess, Even if we are without wealth or an army, it does not matter. The value of four good friends is far greater than any riches or power. With true friendship, any task can be easily accomplished. In ancient times, a crow, a turtle, a deer, and a rat lived together in harmony, bound by their strong friendship. There is a well known story about their adventures. Would you like to hear it? Asked Vishnusharma. Yes, please, we would love to hear it, the princess responded eagerly. With that, Vishnusharma began to narrate the tale. Story to be continued.